Hi everybody and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist and internationally published author, helping take your mindset, your health, your wellness, your business, your life from where you are right now to being unstoppable. And today I want to talk to you about commitment, and I want to ask you, how committed are you? How committed are you to doing the things that you have said you will do? Doing those things you've either told other people that you're going to do, committing to those things that you've told to yourself that we'll do. Right throughout the day, right throughout our life, we are telling ourselves stories, if you like, words of what we're going to do, what we want to do. And yet what most people do is they don't follow through, or they'll go some way and then say, oh, it's too hard. I'm glad I didn't say that out loud. I don't have to let anyone know. And so what we do is we're setting ourselves up for failure in the long term, in the real world, if you like, because we're telling ourselves these stories. Yes, I'm going to achieve that best body. I'm going to achieve that next sale. I'm going to win that contract. I'm going to get that job. I'm going to make $1 million. I'm going to get that person as my partner. All that kind of stuff. Those stories that we say to ourselves. I'm going to make that putt the US Masters was on today. I'm going to do that. But then when it doesn't happen, you're like, oh, gee, I'll just pretend that didn't happen. I'll focus on something else. And we distract ourselves. And then you can go through life just going from one distracted thing to another without actually fully committing to what it is that you said that you were going to do. This is relevant for me right now because I've been up since 5 a.m. this morning. It's almost 10 p.m. at night, and I have literally been back to back all day with different commitments, including going to pick up my kids from school, but client commitments, administration, marketing commitments the entire day from 5:30 to probably 9:15 to 9 was when my last client left. I've been back to back, super busy. It's crazy. Now, I didn't have the chance to record this podcast any other time during the day, but I've said to myself that with my Rob Evans 365 podcast that I would record every single day. And today I think was day 872. Don't quote me, but I think that's right. And I said, well, when I'm doing this podcast, I need to do 2 a day. I've committed to doing this every day, committed to adding value to my audience every single day. It doesn't matter that I should have been in bed like 15 minutes ago. I've committed to doing it. And even though I'm tired, I know that this is important. Because why? Because I committed to myself that I would do this for myself and for everybody else that gets value out of this. But so often we fall short and just say, oh, you're tired. Do it tomorrow. Don't worry about it. No one will know. But who will know? I will know. Now, yes, some people may listen and say, oh, gee, I noticed that date there wasn't anything posted. I will know. I will know that I didn't follow through on something that I said I would commit to. Now, I haven't said it out loud. Well, I have now said it out loud that I commit to recording one every single day. Not everybody commits to recording 2 podcasts every single day. Not everybody commits to doing one every day. Most people commit to doing it maybe once a week, once a fortnight, once a month. But I've committed to do it every single day because that's the standard that I have set for myself. Is it hard to come up with something to talk about every single day? 2 topics? Yes, it is. But it's the standard that I set for myself. I've committed to it and I need to follow through. Other examples where for many years I said to myself, this is what I'm going to do, and that is I'm going to write a book. But it took me 3 years to do it in 12 weeks, if that makes sense, because I kept pushing the date out further and further and further. And I said, no, stop it. You committed to doing this. Now I'm going to put a deadline on you, and that's 12 weeks' time. And that's what I did. That's what I stuck to. We sell ourselves short on what we're truly capable of. We let ourselves off the hook too early. We go to bed too early sometimes. We get up too late. We stop working too early. We give in just when the gold might be on the other side of just where you stop digging from. Life's too short not to give it your all. And each time you commit to something and you follow through, you get the result. And when you get that result, you're like, yeah, that's right. Last time I committed to this and followed through, look what I got. My other big commitment this year has been my body transformation. I have 3 days to go. Well, it's almost 2 days to go now. 2 days and a bit to go before my photo shoot. And I've had to reduce my food intake. I've had to make other changes. And I've got just over 2 days to go. But I committed at the start of the year, before COVID happened, and before all the tough stuff happened and the uncertainty came, that I was going to do this no matter what. Now then, guess what? No matter what came along in the form of COVID, and how easy would it have been for me to say, oh, geez, I'm not going to do that anymore. It's too hard. I don't know what my life's going to look like. I don't know what the business is going to look like. I don't know what the kids are going to look like. I don't know how they're going to cope. There's too much uncertainty. Surely everybody would understand that I'll do it another time. Surely that's the case. And isn't that true? You could find so many stories to tell yourself, so many excuses you could make up as to why you're not going to do it now. But I said, no, this is a test. This is a nature's test for me to say, let's show me what you're made of, Rob Evans. You talk all of this talk, now prove it to me. Prove that you can do it, because I'm going to make this really tough for you. And guess what? I've said, stuff you, COVID, I'm going to do this anyway, because I know that this is a test and I know this is going to be hard, but I committed to it at the start of the year. And when I commit to something, I stay committed. I follow through, I get it done. Because there have been times in my life where I did say, I'm going to do this, and I didn't. And how does that make you feel? Disappointed. Sometimes you try and hide it somewhere in your past so that it doesn't come back to the fore to haunt you on how you've possibly failed in the past. I don't want to be a failure. I don't mind failing because that's how you learn, but I don't want to be a failure because that kind of means you've stopped. So if I commit, I'm going to follow through. I'm going to get it done. And I don't think enough of us do that. So if you've got something out there that you have committed to in the past, you haven't told anyone perhaps, and you haven't followed through and you've tried to let yourself off the hook, maybe it's time to revisit that and say, do you know what? Every year, around the first week of the year, what do you think most people commit to? Losing weight, being a bit healthier, eating better, exercising more. The average gym membership is about 12 weeks, and the direct debit then gets a greater workout than the person. Most people do not follow through with their New Year's resolutions. It's something like 80% of people break them within the first few weeks. They commit to something, but then they're not really committed. Because if they were fully committed, they would follow through no matter what. So I know if you're listening to this right now, you are not one of those people, because you're in the top 1% of those that make it, those that are successful. But maybe, just maybe, there's something in your life right now where you need to step up and commit a little more, or where you have committed in the past to yourself, but you haven't committed fully and you haven't gotten the result that you want. Maybe it's to do with your health and wellness. Maybe you need to commit there. There's a number of different accountability tools that I use to make people more accountable and more committed, so that it's not just you that know. Many people know what it is that you're striving to achieve. And when you announce it to the world, that creates a sense of urgency and desire, and you don't want to be looking silly in front of other people. If you tell people you're going to go and land on the moon. You want to make sure that you land on the moon. Otherwise, people are going to say, that's never going to happen. And a lot of people will say that anyway. Prove them wrong. The greatest revenge is absolutely amazing success. All it requires is commitment, focus, dedication, energy, and consistency, and you'll get there. Commit. Commit, people. Commit 100% to what it is that you're working towards, and you'll get there. It's incredibly satisfying when you do. Want to find out how you can become more committed with your health and wellness or other areas? Connect with me. thementaltoughnessandbodyshow.com. Opt in for a free consultation, and I would love to make you more committed. See you tomorrow.